All right, this is in-house restorations where we do restorations in the house. This is a 1972 Buick Skylark from New York. It's a dipped car where the whole thing is dipped in a big pool of red oxide primer. So unlike most cars, they're not. It's not bright metal on the backside. Everything's primed. And as you can see, I have the rear quarter panel off. Somebody had replaced it prior. Some very shoddy work was done. So as I go through this, just wanted to show some pictures of what's going on. This was the trunk, and upon the removal of the rear quarter panel, I came across some work done by somebody else, another shop. It was pretty shoddy work, nothing extra layers, brazing where it doesn't need to be done, no welding where welding needs to be done, aftermarket Chinese parts that don't fit very well, just that type of thing. So I had a parts car. It was a 72 Buick four-door Skylark. All right, and to bring you up to speed on the parts car, I selectively cut it into sections. The trunk was in really, really good shape on this car. So this is what's left of it. And I cut out the pieces, which I needed. I also did some selective work on some thin areas that I found. I wanted to show you this part about this car, how I had mentioned the car was dipped. So if you look, as you remove the parts, you see everything's painted in oxide red primer. And the back side of these panels, even underneath where the frame was, now you can see the rust has come through, but where the metal's not rusting, you can see it's in perfect shape. On the back side, like inside this frame member, would never have gotten paint inside there unless the car was dipped in paint. So I have the part from an original Buick. That came off that photo. As I've taken my time and drilled out all the spot welds with just an inexpensive Milwaukee pilot tip 5/16 bit. You don't have to get any of those fancy ones. You just be very gentle and only try to cut through the first layer. And then taking it apart at the factory seams, it goes back together at the factory seams. So I'd still have to do a little cutting to make this trunk fit perfectly, but your piece goes right back into place, right along the factory spot welds. So I'll be able to pinch all this back together with a spot welder. I'll pinch it together with clamps up here also, and put this car back together with Buick parts so everything fits correctly. This part does have a little bit of rust right here. I'm going to have to cut and remove this rusting piece and create another one. But this piece is a lot easier to make than this whole section of the car. So I'm not too worried about it. I have a sandblaster. I'll go ahead and put this in the sandblaster and get any little bit of surface rust. I don't want to weld in rust. So there is a little bit of work I have to do to this. It's very time consuming, but you take your time and you put the car together correctly, and don't use a ton of body filler, and use steel parts, good parts that fit correctly. And the car really goes together the way that it should. And by the time you're done, it'll look like nothing ever happened to it. All right, so there's my piece pretty much fit in. Like I described, I'll be able to pinch weld this, or excuse me, spot weld this together, just like the factory did. I'll be able to spot weld some of this. I think my spot welder might reach. If not, I'll plug weld it. I'll drill a hole and I'll plug weld it. This all gets welded together all around. I've done my seam. Everything fits real nice. Still got a little bit of surface rust I got to get out, but I got the most of it off. Before I start welding, I'll throw it in the sandblaster one last time and get everything off of it. I'll make my little repair panel, the patch for the patch, and there we go. It'll all be as it was. So we got that all looking pretty good. Now what I'll end up doing is I'll come back to this red line where I've sanded back, and everything from here over, we'll get a nice shot of red primer. The inside, the bottom side, everything. It'll be like it grew there, like I always say. But the reason I'm doing that is because, like I told you, this car is a dipped car. So every inch of this car, both inside and out, has red oxide primer on it. So in order to match that as best I can, I'm going to go ahead and match it as best I can. So that's kind of throwing you guys right into the middle of this project. If anybody wants to hear any more or is interested, I'll make a couple more videos about it and tell you a little bit more about how I got here.